Most people hear terms like supervised and unsupervised learning and immediately think it's complicated. It's not. The difference is actually very simple, but if you don't understand it, everything in machine learning starts to look confusing. At the core, both are ways for machines to learn from data. The only real difference is this. In one, you guide the system. In the other, it figures things out on its own. Let's start with supervised learning. This is the more straightforward approach. Here, the model learns from labeled data, meaning the answers are already known. For example, you give the system past data of emails marked as spam or not spam, and it learns patterns from those examples. Over time, it becomes good at predicting whether a new email is spam. It's like learning with a teacher. The system is shown the correct answers and learns to map inputs to outputs. This is used in things like price prediction, fraud detection, and classification problems. Now compare that to unsupervised learning. Here, there are no labels, no predefined answers. The system is just given raw data and asked to find patterns on its own. For example, imagine you have customer data, but no categories. The system might group customers based on behavior, high spenders, occasional buyers, or inactive users, without being told what those groups are. This is more like exploration. Instead of predicting known outcomes, it discovers hidden structures inside the data. This idea of machines learning patterns from data was shaped by early thinkers like Arthur Samuel, who introduced the concept of systems improving through experience. Over time, this evolved into different learning approaches, with supervised and unsupervised learning becoming two of the most fundamental types. Everything else in machine learning builds on these foundations. In practical terms, supervised learning is used when you know what you're looking for, predicting outcomes, making decisions, automating classification. Unsupervised learning is used when you don't fully understand the data yet, finding segments, detecting anomalies, discovering patterns. One is focused on prediction, the other on discovery. Both are important, but they serve different purposes. But here's the mistake most beginners make. They try to use one approach for everything. They jump into supervised learning without enough labeled data, or use unsupervised learning when a clear prediction problem exists. Choosing the wrong approach doesn't just slow you down, it gives you useless results. That's why understanding the problem matters more than the method. Now, with AI systems becoming more advanced, these approaches are often combined. Systems can first explore data using unsupervised learning, then use supervised learning to refine predictions. But the core idea remains the same. You either guide the learning process, or you let the system explore. At the Learning Studio, the goal isn't to overload you with terminology, it's to simplify how these systems actually work. Because once you understand the difference between supervised and unsupervised learning, you stop blindly applying techniques and start choosing the right approach for the right problem. And that's where real understanding begins.